Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Jag here. In today's class, we're going to continue on with our Math 10 content. And today we're going to go through verifying properties of quadrilaterals. So with that, let's get started. So we're going to do a question from the textbook. And put like question 1. It says, draw the quadrilateral with vertices P, which is 0 and 7. Q is -2, 1. R is 4, -1. And S is 6 and 3. So remember, a quadrilateral is any figure with 4 sides, okay, that are attached together, forming a shape. So of course, the first thing I really do want to do is just make like a quick sketch in the Cartesian plane of my quadrilateral. And what we're going to do for this question is find the midpoint of each side. And it says join the midpoints of adjacent sides to form a new quadrilateral T, U, V, and W. Okay, so I think maybe let's do a quick sketch here. So 0 and 7. Okay, so this is going to be point P here. So remember again, the first coordinate is going to be the x value, and the second coordinate is the y value. Q is -2 and +1, so Q is going to be right here. R is 4 and -1, so this is R right here. And S is going to be 6, and we see +3. So 6 is right here. So of course, make sure you are labeling, okay, each of your points like this. So of course, I can see it's a quadrilateral. So everyone should make sure they're using a ruler, okay, to join all these dots together. Okay, I'm just going to free hand draw that so you can see. So the first thing I think what we're going to do, okay, is, so part A is basically just you like, drawing it out, the graph. But part B is we're going to find the midpoints, okay? So I think let's start off with, let's put midpoints. So remember when you are writing out the midpoints, I want to do capital M. Let's do the midpoint of PS. If you don't remember the formula, one more time, x1 plus x2 divided by 2. You add the x coordinates divided by 2. And y1 plus y2 divided by 2. So these are some very common formulas, okay? Like the midpoint formula, the length formula, and the slope formula. All the formulas should be memorized, okay, at this point in time. Because I'm going to take my coordinates, okay, for P and S. I'm going to divide it by 2. So I'm going to do, as you can see right here, the P value x1 is 0 plus 6 divided by 2. The y coordinates, I'm going to do 7 plus 3 divided by 2. So I can see this is 6 divided by 2, which is 3. 7 plus 3, 10 divided by 2, which is equal to 5. Okay, and in the question, it says the new quadrilateral is T, U, V, and W. So I'm going to make this like my point T. Okay, and also, I think we just graph it on here so you can see. So 5 is up here. So this is like 3 and like 5. So this is my point T. I can see, even though this is a sketch, it is very accurate, okay, as I'm graphing it out. So the next one will go to, let's go in order here. So let's do the midpoint, SR. Oh, I already wrote the coordinates here, okay, so we can just add them together here. So you should always write the coordinates right beside the letter. So 6 plus 4 divided by 2. And this is 3 plus -1, okay, divided by 2. Okay, does everyone see that? So make sure you are watching the coordinates. Make sure you're watching like the negative signs here. So this is going to be 10 over 2. This is 3 minus 1. So 2 divided by 2. Okay, and I see my coordinate here is going to be 5 and 1. Okay, and then let's also graph that out here. So 5 and 1, which is about here. I'm going to name this U. Make sure you're using like different letters, okay? If the textbook actually does give you a specific letters for the new quadrilateral, those are the letters I want to use. Okay, and let's go to the next one here. And do midpoint QR. Okay, so we're just going in this order now, okay? So I'm going to do the midpoint here. This is negative 2 plus 4 divided by 2. And this is 1 plus negative 1 divided by 2, okay? This is like 2 divided by 2, so I'm going to do 1. 1 plus negative 1 is 0 divided by 2, which is 0. Okay, so we have TU, and this is going to be V, 1 and 0. Okay, so we'll put maybe V right here. Okay, and the point is we're going to be actually joining the midpoints together as well. Okay, so the midpoint of this last side, let's do PQ. I see right here, so 0 plus negative 2 divided by 2. Now I have 7 plus 1 divided by 2. So I can see the point here is going to be negative 1. This is 8 divided by 2, which is 4. Okay, so this is negative 1 right here and 4. Okay, and this is point W. Does everyone see that? So we're just utilizing the formula for the midpoint. Okay, so I can draw out the midpoint right here, and then we're going to just join these dots together like this. So you can see there will be a lot of questions, okay, associated with quadrilaterals, especially with parallelograms, okay? Like you can see the shape inside here, it does look like a parallelogram, okay? So I think we'll go to, this was part B. So let's try part C right here as well, because part C says, verify that the opposite sides of T, U, V, and W are parallel to each other. Okay, so if you look at, let's bring this back really quick. Okay, we're going to do basically the slope, okay, on the opposite side. So I think we'll do WT, okay, and then we're going to do V and U. Okay, so I'm going to write out the slope formula here, okay. So I'm going to do slopes of each side. Okay, and remember again to use like the lowercase m to indicate the slope, so WT. The formula for slope, y2 over y1 minus x2 over x1. Okay, and we're going to just use like, again, like the same coordinates here. Okay, that we had. So we're doing W and T here. So maybe I'll write out like the coordinates just so you can see here. Negative 1 and 4. And T is 3 and 5. Okay. So of course, it doesn't matter which order I want to do this in. If you're not sure, this is the first point. So I'm going to put x1, y1, x2, y2. Okay. That way you can just sub it into this equation. I'm going to do 5 minus 4, y2 minus y1 over 3 minus negative 1. Okay, so at the top, I see 5 minus 4, which is 1. This becomes 3 plus 1, which is equal to 4. Okay, and in that same manner, I think maybe we'll just write it right here beside it. I want to do the slope of VU as well. And maybe we'll write down the points here. So V is 1 and 0, and U is 5 and 1. Okay, because of course we'll have to be using the same points again to do the opposite side. So I'm going to again label it x1, y1. This is x2, y2. So you'll reach a point where you can keep on using the formula for the slope, and I won't have to keep labeling each of the points. But in this case, I'm doing 1 minus 0 over 5 minus 1. So at the top, 1 minus 0 is 1. 5 minus 1, which is equal to 4. Okay? So let's go to the next set of points here and the sides. We're going to do the slope of W and V. So you can just take a look again, okay? W and V. So I'm going to use these 2 points now. I'm going to do 0 minus 4 over 1 minus negative 1. Okay, so take a look at the signs very carefully. This is 0 minus 4, so negative 4 over 1 plus 1, which is 2. And this becomes negative 2. Okay, so this is just the slope here. And then I want to do the slope of this last side, which is TU. Okay, and TU, as you can see right here, I'm going to do 1 minus 5 over 5 minus 3. Okay, which I can see again, negative 4 over 2, which is equal to negative 2. Okay, and what was the point of this? I'm going to bring back like the first sheet here. I can see that because the slopes are the same for the opposite sides, what does this show? Is basically WT is parallel to VU, and WV is parallel to TU. So remember, you want to use these arrows to indicate that these opposite sides, side lengths have the same slope, so they are parallel to each other. Okay, and of course there will be other properties as well. I can also be verifying using the length formula to see that the opposite side lengths are equal as well. Okay, and that would definitely indicate that this shape inside, which is WTUV, is indeed a parallelogram. Okay, and so in the next video, we will be covering the length formula as well and continue verifying properties of quadrilaterals. So thank you for watching, and I hope you learned how to use these various formulas for the midpoints along with the slope to verify these very different properties of not just quadrilaterals. You can also use them to verify the properties of triangles as well. So thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see everyone in my next video. Thanks. Bye.